Hey everyone, Will here. My flea market finds for September 14th, 2025. Once again, not much to show you, but I think today it's a matter of quality over quantity. Got some cool things. I'm happy with what I got. Yesterday it was looking pretty bleak. I went out to the Patterson Park flea market in Baltimore City, and I don't think I'll make that mistake again. It was mostly dealers with inflated prices, and I was there early, but ended up spending like $20. It wasn't. There was so many other yard sales, flea markets I could have went to instead of that one. That was a mistake. But like I said, you learn from your mistakes. But I don't know. There are definitely times I wish I was videotaping as I went along. Saw a couple really cool things I was tempted to get, but this one, it was a mid-century modern table. It was glass pedestal, glass top. The pedestal itself must have weighed 200 pounds. I couldn't even budge the thing. The glass top was easy, another 100 pounds. They were asking 200. I'm sure they would have come down, but it's just such a hard sell when you're selling online and you have a big bulky item. It's not something you can just drop in the mail. So I let that one go. Somebody had an antique store, especially like a high-end store somewhere. They'd probably get at least $1,000 for that table, if not more. But that would have been a good thing to show you guys. I'm still thinking about it today, so that tells you how much I thought about it. And it was a really neat piece of cast iron. It was cast iron trim that went along a roof edge. Just one little piece, but it was a really neat piece. Guy was asking 50, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this? I mean, once again, it was very big, very heavy. So passed on that. But I did get a few good things here. Mostly today. Actually doing a video on a Sunday. That doesn't happen very often. But let me show you what I got. First up is a Bethlehem steel jacket. And I didn't know Bethlehem Steel made jackets or had jackets made for them. California Imperial, USWA, United Steelworkers Association, Bethlehem Steel. So anything Bethlehem Steel sells well. You got a tag down here. What is it? Friends don't let friends work unsafely. Sparrows Point Division. Oh, that's good. Moving together for a safer point. That's pretty neat. So paid $20 for this. I'm gonna put a high price on it. I haven't looked it up, but it's something I haven't seen, and I'm not very far from where Sparrows Point is. And there's tons of collectors for Bethlehem Steel memorabilia. So I think that'll do well. Got a Great Dane chrome sign. Great Dane is a tractor trailer. So they make tractor trailers. I paid $10 for that. And I think it's going to bring around $30-40 easy, I think. I would let the buyer decide if they want to repaint it. Couple little bags of jewelry. Paid $5 a piece for them. Couple things in there kind of look like it might be silver. I have not looked at it closely. A lot of competition out there for jewelry. This piece, this looks like some kind of locket. I got it because it really looks old. That and the chain definitely got some age on it. I guess I should have opened that up before videoing. Got a Coleman stove. This is the GI stove. Got the Coleman GI pocket stove. Pretty neat. I haven't opened it up, but it feels like it feels pretty heavy. These bring pretty good money, actually. So paid $10 for this, and this should bring right around 90, I think. And it came in the box. And check it out. I'm going to sell the box separate because this is a box to a RCA radio, model 54B. So any collector out there that has a model 54B RCA radio, you can now have the original box to it. So probably not worth a ton, but thought that was neat. Something that survived all these years. 3 fireman's helmets. The guy wanted $40 for all 3, and I paid. I asked him if he'd take $35, and he took $35. It doesn't have a liner in this one, but pretty neat. This one I like because it's got the eagle on the front. And this one is probably my favorite of the 3 because it's got a NASA sticker on the front, and it's been signed. I guess the guy was either retiring or moving on to another job, but that's pretty neat. What was it? The Misfit Crew. Okay, imagine you're sitting on some rocket on a launch pad, and it's getting ready for blast off, and you see a bunch of guys working on the rocket, and you ask your fellow astronaut, "Hey, who's those guys?" And he said, "Oh, that's the Misfit Crew." I would not be filled with confidence at that point, but who knows what they're worth. The NASA's the one that's interesting. I could not find a NASA fireman's helmet. Got 3 10 toys. There's a Marks. This is actually a Popeye wind up. There was a Popeye figure that stood here, and there was olive oil sitting over here on a case of spinach, and I think you wound it up and they danced around. Of course the figures are missing, but if you had the figures, I'm going to try to see if I can get this working or not. Probably not, but I'm thinking still that's got to be worth what, $30, something like that. Sky Ranger blimp, Zeppelin, I guess. Maybe it's a blimp. Pretty neat graphics, and pricing on these are all over the place. This is part of a set. It was a control tower, and off the control tower was some wires where it hooked to here, and there was a plane that it hooked to, and these spun around the control tower. Pretty neat. And the monkey, I guess he climbs the string. I couldn't get him to do anything. But gotta do a little research into him. I'm tempted to take him apart and see what's inside, but that normally doesn't work out. So once again, I think I'll leave that up to the buyer to try to tackle what's going on with him. Got a couple of Zippo boxes and a lighter. I thought this one was old. It sure looks old, but it's got a barcode, so you know it's not super old. So just a box. Try to figure out what the lighter was that went with that. And did get a Zippo with the box. And good thing about Zippos is they date them on the bottom. Oh, it's very tight. Looks like it's never been used. Yep, never been used. The date on this one, I looked it up already, is 3 bars on the left and 2 bars on the right, and that corresponds to 1969. So, not sure what that'll bring. It's not a very well-known company, so I paid $15 for both boxes. That one, that's probably worth about 30 or 40 bucks by itself. The box, who knows, not much. Got a lantern, Coleman lantern. Needs a good cleaning. Thing I always like about the Coleman lanterns is they put the month and the date of manufacture. This is January 57. So it's been around a while. I don't think I've ever. I might have had one from the 50s. But lots of collectors out there for Coleman lanterns. I've sold a ton of them. When you go to sell them, you have to box this up separate, the globe separate, because if you ship it while it's inside here, it's a good chance that'll break. Got a little fishing thing called a fishing machine, St. Croix fishing machine. Really cool. It's got like, I love the gear shifter up on top of the reel. This must have come out before the pocket fisherman. Remember the pocket fisherman back in the 70s, maybe 80s. I think it was made by Ronco. But this thing, it's pretty cool. I love the it looks almost like a movie camera with the crank on the side. Got the case with it. I paid $15, and I looked them up. There was one that still had the original box, and that went for like $100. Without the box, it's probably 50 bucks, right around there. A couple bronze hammers. So I was hoping, this was the same person that had the Beth Steel jacket, so I was hoping that one of these were marked Bethlehem Steel, because they bring really good money. But as you can see, it's no markings. Might have been on the handle here, but can't see that anymore. But paid 10 and 5. It's probably worth that just in brass. Speaking of brass, the Boy Scout logo is solid brass. Put it on the scale, it's 8.5 pounds. Last time I went to the scrapyard, I think they were paying something like $2 a pound, somewhere around there for brass. I paid $30 for that. It was just so unusual and big. Lots of guys that are into Scouts. So I'm assuming that they're, this has been mass produced. So I should be able to find others that have sold, but we'll see. I only mentioned scrap price because scrap is, whenever something has a scrap price, that is the absolute least you can ever take for something. Just like a piece of jewelry might have, the scrap price might be $100, but the piece of jewelry itself would be worth way more than that. But it's always good to know the scrap value of what you got, so you never go below that. Picked up a Crossman model 150 pellet pistol. Somebody took care of it. Definitely got a little age on it. Used to have a guy live not too far from here, and he was a repairman for Crossman, and was pretty reasonable. I mean, you could bring him a gun and he could fix it in his house while you waited, as long as he had the parts. But that guy hasn't been around for a long time now, so I haven't even tried it, but I can pretty much guarantee that the seals are bad in this thing, and the seals will need to be replaced. But I'll sell it as is, and probably, I think that'll bring around 50 bucks or so. That is it. So might even try to get some of this stuff on today. So until next time, it's Will, your Survivalist. We'll talk again soon.